I see a lot of my friends building relationship with like a certain teacher in the school because that's like the most open teacher or sarcastic teacher or the not so serious teacher. So it's usually like it's always that one teacher that everybody will usually go to. And I feel like that's the downfall because everyone won't have the time to talk to that teacher because there's only one teacher and there are a lot of kids. So when it's not every teacher that's open like that, it creates students who still have no one to go to because that teacher doesn't have the time. I judge which teachers I can trust based on like if I'm in class and I ask a certain question, whether they answer it more serious as in, oh, I can't really talk to you about that because we're supposed to be learning, or if they'll be open enough to like get off the subject to talk to you about something that you need to talk about. And usually the teacher that do, those are the teachers that I'll usually talk to about college or if I had a problem at home or anything else that wasn't directly related to that class. My chance to talk to teachers about issues is usually after school or sometimes on a lunch break, or sometimes after class I'll ask a question or I'll ask, can I talk to them about something I've brought up in class, or if the teacher remembered, they'll like pull me aside and talk to me about it and see if I was interested in still letting them know what the problem was. The kids in my school that usually don't get the most support are the kids who basically pass all their classes and are already up there like on the level of high expectations of the teacher. And that's because like the teacher usually don't pay that much attention to the students who are already successful. So if there's a student who isn't like doing that well versus a student who is, then the teacher will take the initiative to talk to the student who isn't doing so well. But that still creates a problem because even though a student is doing well doesn't mean that they don't have issues for them to talk about, because some students feel like education is their only way to escape their problems. So of course they'll do well in school and want to get all A's and B's, but that doesn't mean that they're okay just because it appears that way. Sometimes I feel like education is my only escape because like I get all A's and B's, so my teachers won't usually say like, oh, there's something wrong with her because she's doing well. But sometimes that is the only way to escape from a situation, is to focus in school. Well, in my school, because like I take all classes above my grade level and I do so well, other kids are like, when the teacher's like, okay, there were 2 kids with 100, they're like, oh, that's her, she got it. And even if I say no, they're like, you're lying. And I'm like, I really didn't get it this time. So it's like, I feel like other kids have the high expectations of me too, and that kind of motivates me to do well too, because it's like, if you don't, that's letting your peers down. But sometimes it's like nerve-wracking because they think they can't do as well, and they think I'm always smarter than them because I'm younger, but we're really on the same grade level. I'm just like a little bit ahead. But it's like we all know the same thing and they don't recognize that themselves. So I think when the teacher always put the smart kids in the spotlight, it makes the other kids feel like they can't be as successful as the ones who already are. Because the work is never too hard. It's just the time you put into it.